Good evening. Welcome to the Northern Roots Evening Concert. It's great to see you all here. You guys look fantastic. This is our 12th year of the festival. Just our second, yeah, it's pretty good. Just our second year here in the new building, but boy, it feels like home. It feels great. It's been, the day of workshops I felt like was really exciting. We had a bunch of new things this year, or things that we haven't sort of been able to feature quite as much in the past. We haven't had a harp here at the festival since the very first year. Our very first year of the festival, we had a woman, Hilary Farmington, down from Montpelier, but it's great to have the harp back here. Yes. We had a session on the music of Brittany, the northwest of France, which is sort of part of the greater Celtic world. Great to have several players kind of, fluent in that genre, to get to present that. We had a lot of singing as well. This was a lot of singing workshops that we don't often have. And I want to thank a few of those people who helped lead some of those sessions during the day. Dr. Tony Barron was there leading one of the workshops. Thank you. I have this pain on my side, doctor. I don't know, can I talk to you about that afterwards? All right, I'll do that. All right. We had Brendan Taft there and Amanda Whitman leading a bunch of those singing sessions. So it was really great to kind of see the whole singing community. And we have we had a particularly strong guitar lineup. We have like this trio of players of guitar and mandolin. It was very exciting to kind of get to feature that. We also had some other people running workshops during the day. We had Lissa Schneckenberger and David Kaner running the slow jam. Very happy to see those guys here. Thank you guys, Lissa and David. Also, we had a great family program. We always do this thing in the second half of the afternoon, a dedicated sort of family program. Really great to be able to have a family concert on Burns Day and get to feature Mr. Robert Burns with Nancy Bell. Thank you, Nancy. And also, once again, a great family dance led by Brattleboro's own Andy Davis and Carol Compton. So, thanks. So, of course, we couldn't do this without the amazing help now from the BMC. The BMC has just been so incredibly supportive of the festival in all its aspects, and for the traditional music program in general that Becky and I run here. But I want to thank all of those guys. And look, they got us this brand new banner this year. I'm trying to get them to get a blimp to drag it over Brattleboro next year. I'm still negotiating, but I think it's close. The day just runs so beautifully with all the volunteers that we get coming in. It's a beautiful moment for me in the morning before things actually start to kind of come in, and seeing all the people who've come in to kind of help things happen, running around and really digging in. And then people throughout the whole afternoon and evening, helping sell CDs and tickets and so on. So a big thanks to all the volunteers. And again, I want to name some of those BMC people: Mary Green, Carol Compton, Raquel Moreno, and I'm going to say MVP for the year, Gay Foster. Gay. Everybody works really hard, but Gay was so on it this year. It made my life so much better. I want to thank Ray Siebold for heading up the film crew. Once again, a 3-camera operation. Thank you. If we ever make it to the Oscars, it'll be for the cinematography. So. And some of you probably already know that this gets replayed on BCTV throughout the year, so you can relive the moment. So much of what we do here at the festival is really kind of like an outgrowth of what happens here in the community throughout the year. Becky and I have our traditional music classes every week here. We run our kids program in the summer. But we have musicians, we have an amazing community of musicians here in Brattleboro, teaching fiddle, teaching guitar, teaching mandolin all through the year. Andy Davis runs his family dance monthly throughout the year. And we have a great series of sessions that happen at McNeil's. We have an Irish music session once a month. We have a French-Canadian session. We have an amazingly thriving pub session. And we're going to celebrate all of those tomorrow because we replay all of those kind of in short form Sunday afternoon at McNeil's Pub on Elliott Street, starting at 1 o'clock with the pub sing, and then the French-Canadian session, and then the Irish session. So if you need to kind of just really round out your weekend, there'll be a big afternoon of music there. All right, I mentioned earlier that one of the really great parts of the program for me this year is getting to feature these great guitar players. You know, like the guitar had a very sort of secondary role in a lot of Celtic music and Irish music up until the 70s, and there was this great kind of flourishing of sounds through a variety of bands and players in Ireland. And this first act, David Surrett and Flynn Cohen, like myself, we were all very much sort of shaped by this golden period of guitar and mandolin and bouzouki and all these amazing sounds and textures that were being brought into Irish music by those instruments. So, very excited to have these two guys here, two amazing players who I've known for a long time. They're just kind of, they've taken the festival as kind of an opportunity to kind of present this sound together, so it's kind of a new duo project. Please help me welcome David Surrett and Flynn Cohen.
Hi, folks. Hey! I just realized I have to get the next pair of glasses so that I can read my tuner from this distance.
They're called guitar focals. Well, we're very excited to present our debut performance as a duo in front of you folks.
Yes?
Well, as a big fan of the mandolin, I was very excited to learn that Flynn is going to be teaching mandolin here at the Brattleboro Music Center. Yeah, buddy. If you love the sound of 2 mandolins, what could be better than that? It would be 4 mandolins. So come on over to the March Mandolin Festival at the Concord Community Music School, first weekend in March.
Who else is going to be joining us at that, David?
Andrew Collins and Alan Epstein.
Awesome.
Mandolins aplenty. But I think 2 will probably do for tonight. We're going to do a little set of Irish polkas for you. I had been told that this first polka was a conversion of a traditional dance tune from Brittany. Still sounds like a Breton tune to me, but the internet told me that it was from Finland. But the internet also told me that Finland didn't exist, so go figure. So we're calling it the Breton polka, and then we'll go into a couple of Irish polkas.
short set for you tonight because we need to fit in a large number of amazing other performers, which I'm very excited to hear, and I know you guys are too. So we'll hurry up through it. We're just going to do two reels now. I can't remember where I learned them, but one of them's pretty popular with people who play in sessions, playing the Irish music. They're both written by Vincent Broderick from Sligo, a flute player who wrote a lot of great tunes. The Crock of Gold is the first one, and the second one is called Midsummer's Night.
Yes, a distant memory. just realized that set had me on the edge of my seat. Well, thank you guys very much for listening to our little guitar mando duet here. We're going to do one more number, set of jigs, and let the show continue. It's a privilege to be a part of such a great night of, great day, a great weekend of music, both participatory and listening. So kudos to everybody here. Carrying this on. It's wonderful. We're going to end with a little set of jigs.
David
Thank you very
Surratt,
much,
ladies and
Flynn
gentlemen.
Cohen.
Well, that was fantastic. Thank you all for being here. My name's Brendan Taff. I'm one of the committee members that works on this festival, which mostly means showing up at Keith's and eating some scones, and Keith tells us what's happening. So that's how that goes. It's a great deal.
This is Dominique. Tell them this is Dominique.
I'm getting there, man. I have a whole thing planned out. I'm warming up. But it was great to be here today and wander around and see all the things happening. I got to be a part of the ballot swap, which was the first time we've done that. I think we'll do it again. So for those of you who are there, thank you for that. And we're really pleased to have Dominique Dodge join us for the first time. Native New Hampshire girl. Spends most of her time, a lot of her time in Cape Breton. As you would expect for a solo harpist, she has a really heavy touring schedule on the death metal scene. So we feel really lucky to have lured her back to the trad side of things. Dominique Dodge.
Thank you, Brendan, and hello, everyone. I'm going to start out with a song. It's I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not death metal. It comes from Scotland. It's called The Month of January, and I first heard it sung by John Doyle. It's a cautionary love tale, and I've got a new string, and my tuner's across the stage, so I'm going to just tweak that, and then I'll get going for you. Good thing I checked it. Still stretching out. Plays a rather important role in this song. Thanks very much. Tapalev Gamor. I'm going to play a couple of jigs for you, and I'm going to sing them at the same time in Scottish Gaelic. These are a couple of Puirt de Béal. There's tunes from the mouth, and it's a Gaelic tradition of singing the dance tunes, and I've been messing around lately. They're usually done unaccompanied, but I'm playing around with doing them with the harp and singing and playing at the same time. And they're sort of nonsense words. It's about the rhythm and more than the meaning. So they have a sort of a nursery rhyme quality, but they fit the tunes precisely. The first one is Haferadin Vod. It's about the man from the big fort, and he's courting Marion, but who is courting Mary? And then the second one is Nian na Calicha Croticha Krupich, the daughter of the very grumpy old woman. Faratin vora mirdi mora, faratin voras mora mirdish, faratin vora mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Faratin vora mirdi mora, faratin voras mora mirdish, faratin vor mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Faratin vika mirgutrika, faratin vikutrika mirdi, faratin vik mirgutrika mirdi mari. Faratin vika mirgutrika, faratin vikutrika mirdi, faratin vor mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Faratin vora mirdi mora, faratin voras mora mirdish, faratin vor mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Faratin vora mirdi mora, faratin voras mora mirdish, faratin vor mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Faratin vika mirgutrika, faratin vikutrika mirdi, faratin vik mirgutrika mirdi mari. Faratin vika mirgutrika, faratin vikutrika mirdi, faratin vor mirdi mora, kona mirdi mari. Thank you so much. I was almost laughing there because I have a broken lever on this harp, and if you don't know what the levers do, so if I play a note, it puts them up. And I was in a frantic consultation with my harp maker all last week, and I'm gonna have to do, there's gonna have to be harp surgery to fix this lever, and it's that C-sharp lever I have to change. And I worked a way around it where I have that big long pause, and it malfunctioned on me again. So there was an extra beat in there, but hey ho. I'm going to play a couple of marches for you, a couple of pipe marches, and these come from the Scottish borders. The first is called Sleep, Derry, Sleep, and the second is Lincoln Dotty. Thanks very much. I'm going to play one more for you, and then I'll pass it along to Owen and Jenna. So, she Oren Gaelic a haun. It's a Scottish Gaelic song. I guess Hurmie and a Cape Breton. I learned it in Cape Breton. She Oren Mulwai a haun. It's a walking song or a milling song, and so it would have been a work song that helped with the process of sort of the final stage of milling the Tweed. And it's got that classic single chorus, or single line and repeated chorus. And walking songs are usually done unaccompanied. And I am going to play the harp with this, but I'm keeping the structure exactly the same as you would hear at a milling table. So it's called Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, and it's about a voyage, and possibly a voyage to America. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hana Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Ham o Vrachgan Eva Viljag, Ekna Giljana o Safar Sa. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hana Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Ham o Vrachgan geflug sauach, Hannet mi van Tinri Haskuk. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Ham I meroch do bechowag, Hannaun gun yoas. Ham I ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Dogan yellen an hian viechich, Haro dunyari avatavan. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Dogan yellen an hian ruagach, Havi shin suach n yoseach. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Spuya ganna Gillian Noga, Heren Kodoch ek mo ver. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Chanyunan Marieri Gonsa, Galava Fiol Yim Farne Kraien. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila, Hannet Dari Shemar Ha. Ham o Vrachgan de Fongila. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Wow, that was loud. Sorry. Man, Flynn talked so quietly before that I felt like I had to really give it something, but I guess I don't. My name's Corey DeMario, and I'm a musician who lives here in Brattleboro, and I'm also on the board here for the Northern Roots Festival. And as Keith mentioned earlier, this is our 12th year, which is sort of amazing. At this point, it kind of runs itself, which is why we just show up at Keith's for scones, and he tells us what to do. But one of the things I was thinking about before I came out here to introduce this next act is how this festival and this community, it doesn't happen, and all the music you're hearing tonight doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's very organic, and it's very much a part of a broader thing that happens all year. So there's classes here at the BMC for traditional music that Keith and Becky run, and there's a Northern Roots weekend, and there's, in addition to that, outside of the BMC, all the musicians you're seeing here have touring lives and performing lives all over the country and the world. In fact, Owen here and David Surrett, who was on earlier, are playing in just a couple weeks down in Northampton with the Seamus Egan Project on February 10th. So it's just a good reminder that you can't get rid of traditional music. It just seeps through everywhere, and before you know it, you can't stop driving around the world to hear it. And with that in mind, it's also not an accident that these two great performers are here. I first met them both when they were 17 and 18 years old, respectively. And you never know when you meet a young person who is a really great musician. You never know if they're going to turn into extraordinary musicians, and you also never know if they're going to become some of your good friends and collaborators in music. And I'm proud to say that I've gotten to make music with both these folks and know them over the years and to see how they develop, and it's a treat to get to hear them tonight. So please welcome Owen Marshall and Jenna Moynihan.
Thanks very much. How's it going? Yeah, cool.
It's nice to see you all, and it's nice to see the faces I saw in other rooms in this sort of two buildings connected by not an outdoor, by the outdoors. The two buildings are connected by the outdoors, which I found surprising in Vermont. But it's a beautiful building. Anyways, we're really glad to be here. We had a great day with all of you and with each other, and what a treat.
Yeah, big thanks to Keith for having us here. It's a real pleasure. We love Bennington. It's nice to be here.
That's funny. Well, yeah, Owen and I play music together. Owen plays the guitar and I play the fiddle.
We are a fact-based duo.
And it's great to be here, and it's great to see you all. This building is really nice, too. Is it new? Cool. Love it. Funny, a couple design ideas for the between area. But other than that, it's great. Okay, the first tune that we played there is a Scottish tune called Flora MacDonald, and then we played an old-time tune called Flannery's Dream that we learned from the playing of Adam Hurt. He's a banjo player. It's really great musician, so if you haven't listened to him yet, you should, if you want. And to follow that, we'll play some more tunes.
Fact.
Thanks very much. We're going to play one more, and then it's a break time. I can't speak to actually. Yeah, exactly. That is a fact. But I don't have like further details. Mostly, I mean, I don't know if there's snacks also. And I've already said it. I thought it first, and then I said it, and I'm not sure. Anyway. But actually, I'm going to tell you what the tunes that. Do you want to know what the tunes that we just played are? I thought you might because you're fiddle people. The first tune is called "The Pompous Trousers." Yeah. And then a tune called "Rise, Ye Lazy Fellow." And then an Irish tune called "The Millstream." And then a tune called "Massey's Madams." So except for the one that I said was Irish, they're all Scottish. Okay. And now we'll play a tune from Phil Cunningham. And I think it's got one of the best names. It's called "The Gentle Light That Wakes Me." And I had forgotten about it for a long time, and I was on a plane the plane was going to Iceland first, and the time of day was the horizon. You could always see it, right? Because you're also like flying towards the morning. So it was really beautiful the whole time, and I just kind of listened to a recording of this. And now I want to play it. So, one more time for Owen Marshall, please, on the guitar. Wonderful person and musician, total pleasure to play.
And let's hear it for Jenna Moynihan, people. Oh, yeah.
Owen's a hype man. Yeah, and thanks to all of you, and thanks for a great festival, and we'll see you sometime.
Thanks so much.
All right, Jenna Moynihan and Owen Marshall. Yeah.
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Carol Compton. I'm the head of the music school here at the Brattleboro Music Center. I'm a newcomer. I've only been here 7 years. There are moments in music of all kinds when the proverbial happy accident brings two musicians together and something very special happens. This next duo is proof. For me, they also represent one of the most wonderful things about our community and about this festival. Becky Tracy has been a core contributor since this festival began 12 years ago. Rachel Bell moved to this area in September, and I understand she just got her local driver's license.
Vermont plates.
We can only assume it's a Class A to cover her accordion playing. You're in good and wonderful hands for these, well, for the entire second half, but please welcome Becky, Tracy, Rachel Bell, Eloise, and company.
Okay, so close your eyes for a sec. It's snowing outside. Put on those snowshoes, step through the door. It's that sparkly, fluffy stuff. And there's a cathedral of pines with the fluffy stuff on it and sort of falling lightly through the air. You're on a snowshoe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Snowshoe was written by Rachel Bell just last March after a kind of day like that.
Thank you. So we have a part for you to sing on this next song. We'll do that little beginning part. And then your part is blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. Try that. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. And then we'll sing something. And then you sing, the winds may blow your plaid away. Try that. The winds may blow your plaid away.
This is Cambric Shirt. It comes from the collection of Margaret MacArthur, the singing of Margaret MacArthur. Just up the road, she lived up the road in Marlborough, and she said that this song was older than dirt.
I'd like you to make me a cambric shirt. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh, without any thread or any needlework. The winds may blow your plaid away. I'd like you to wash it in the well. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh, where water never was and rain never fell. The winds may blow your plaid away. I'd like you to dry it on a thorn. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh, that never bore blossom since Adam was born. The winds may blow your plaid away.
You have asked me questions 3. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. I will ask as many of thee. The winds may blow your plaid away. I'd like you to plow me an acre of land. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. Between the salt water and the sea sand, the winds may blow your plaid away. I'd like you to plow it with a hog's horn. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. Sow it with a peppercorn. The winds may blow your plaid away. I'd like you to reap it with scythe of leather. Blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. Rake it up with a hummingbird's feather. The winds may blow your plaid away. And when you have done this work, blow, blow, blow you winds, oh. Come to me and you'll get your shirt. The wind may blow your plaid away. So, in this next step, we're going to start in Brittany, in Saint-Malo, with a Charish de Saint-Malo. And then we're going to go deeper into Brittany to play a Haunterdrow. It's a name.
A long name that neither one of us
Yeah,
can pronounce.
it's a Haunterdrow de Zinzin.
Blah-bitty,
something,
blah, blah.
blah. And then we'll take you to central France for the Bourret Montagnard de Sainte-Anne. Thank you, Rachel. So, Brittany, back to central France. It's our Tour de France set.
Usually I'm the one who has to strap and unstrap.
That is, in fact, the traditional French ending. And it's so fun because when the dancing is happening, the room sort of surges forward during that part and comes to a screeching halt, and then everyone goes stomp, stomp at the end. It's very exciting. It's been so much fun to be here today. Thank you to the BMC and to Keith and Becky and everyone involved in putting this amazing weekend on. So fun. We have one more set of tunes.
And I'd like to thank everyone at the BMC for such a great home. It's been a wonderful place to teach and an amazing organization to be part of, and I'm so proud of this space that we're in now. It's been a really beautiful day. Okay, some Irish tunes. Some of you will recognize at least one of them.
Becky Tracy and Rachel Bell. Beautiful. So I was talking earlier about McNeil's and how great McNeil's Pub has been for traditional music in Brattleboro, hosting so many great events. I didn't mention that they also host the Slow Jam. There's a Slow Jam that happens there the fourth Tuesday of the month, 6 to 8 p.m. And that Slow Jam is hosted by Louisa Engel, who was also our host for the Slow Jam here earlier in the day. Big hand for Louisa, thank you. And in fact, it was one of the great things that happened at the festival in one of our early years to start having a pub sing at McNeil's, and that has just been one of the most flourishing parts of the traditional scene here in town. The pub sing is the third Saturday of the month, 3 to 5. And that pub sing thrives because of the great leadership of Amanda Whitman and Tony Barrand here. But there have been lots of great singers who've really been committed to making the pub sing thrive, and some of them are Kirk Dale, Kate Richardson, and Paul Eric Smith, and they are this year's Brattleboro here with a little sampling, a little McNeil sampler of pub songs.
A flight.
All right, take it away.
Well, come on, lads, and let's be jolly. Drive away all melancholy, for to grieve it would be folly while we are together. Here's your part. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we've begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. While we are together. Old King Solomon in all his glory told each wife a different story of the things we take delight in while we are together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we've begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. While we are together. Eating and drinking are quite charming. Singing and dancing there is no harm in. All these things we take delight in while we are together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we've begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. Right, folly, rolly, rolly, tooralido. While we are together. So cease your quarreling and fighting, evil thinking and backbiting. All these things take no delight in while we are together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all the day as we've begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. While we are together. So come on, lads, and come on, lasses. Do not fail to fill your glasses. Grab the bottle as it passes while we are together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let all our hearts be joined as one. We'll end the day as we've begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. Right, folly, rally, rally, tooralido. While we are together.
I'll sing you a song, a good song of the sea. Away, Rio. I'll sing you a song if you'll sing it with me. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. And it's away, Rio. Away, Rio. It's fare thee well, my pretty young girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. We'll man the good capstan and run her around. Away, Rio. We'll haul up the anchor to this jolly sound, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. And it's away, Rio. Away, Rio. It's fare you well, my pretty young girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. The anchors are weighed and the sails are all set. Away, Rio. Them gals that we're leaving we'll never forget. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. And it's away, Rio. Away, Rio. It's fare ye well, my pretty young girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande. It's goodbye to Sally and goodbye to Sue. Away, Rio. And them that's is listening, it's farewell to you. And we're bound for the Rio Grande. And it's away, Rio. Away, Rio. It's fare ye well, my pretty young girls, and we're bound for the Rio Grande.
In case you haven't figured this out already, please sing along in the choruses. That's what it's all about.
That's right. I'm not used to performing. I'm used to community singing. But you're doing great. Okay. Why should we at our lot complain or grieve at our distress? Some think if they could riches gain, 'twould be true happiness. Alas, how vain is all their strife. Life's cares it will not allay. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Why should the rich despise the poor? Why should the poor repine? When in a few short years we shall in equal friendship join. We're
All the same.
We're all the same, we're all to blame. We are all made of one clay. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. The only circumstance in life that ever I could find to conquer care and temper strife is a contented mind. With this in store, we have much more than all things else can convey. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. So let us make the best of life, not rendering it a curse, but take it as you would a spouse, for better or for worse. Life at its best is but a jest, like a dreary winter's day. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. So while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Thanks for bearing with that authentic moment of crowdsourcing the forgotten words.
Good modeling.
Yes.
The time passes over more cheerful and gay, since we've learned a new act to drive sorrows away. Sorrows away. Sorrows away. Sorrows away. Since we've learned a new act to drive sorrows away. Bright Phoebe awakes so high up in the sky, with her red rosy cheek and her sparkling eye. Sparkling eye. Sparkling eye. Sparkling eye. With her red rosy cheek and her sparkling eye. If you ask for my credit, you'll find I have none. With my bottle and friends, you will find me at home. Find me at home. Find me at home. Find me at home. With my bottle and friends, you will find me at home. Although I'm not rich and although I'm not poor, I'm as happy as them that's got thousands or more. Thousands or more. Thousands or
All right. How about another big hand for David Surratt, Flynn Cohen, Dominique Dodge, Owen Marshall, Jenna Moynihan, Becky Tracy, Rachel Bell, and Brattleboro. Call all hands to man the capstan, see the cables running clear. Heave away and with a will, boys, for New England we will steer. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land, to thee.
Up aloft amid the rigging blows a wild and whistling gale, like a monsoon in the springtime, filling out each well-known sail. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land, to thee.
Round Cape Horn one frosty morning, and our sails were full of snow. Clear your sheets and sway your halyards, swing her out and let her go.
Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land, to thee.
And the waves we leave behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There's a hearty welcome waiting in the land to which we go.
Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land, to thee. And we'll sing in joyful chorus through the watches of the night. We'll sight the shore of old New England when the dawn brings in the light. Big finish. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to old New England, rolling home, dear land, to thee. All right, thank you very so much. Safe home. Be careful getting out of the parking lot. Thank you so much. We'll see you again.